Welcome back. It's Friday. It is Friday. We breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Good morning to you, Mike. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. You know, you guys were talking about how you've been dealing with everything that's been going on this week. I've been going for a lot of walks.
That's a good
A lot
thing.
of very long walks.
On the beach?
Yeah, well, you know, we live close to the lake here, so take the dog, go look at some water, calm the nerves. You know, that's the best way to de-stress.
And it's the perfect weather to be doing it. Honestly, we couldn't have asked for a better week.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Except for the Monday. We'll forget about the snow. We'll pretend like that didn't happen. That feels so long ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, so with everything that's happening south of the border, obviously you're keeping your eye on what's going on with the markets and reaction. So where do we stand now?
Markets this morning are kind of watching and still waiting. More so, actually, than they have done for much of this week, because, quite frankly, the first 4 days of the week on Wall Street have been the best four-day stretch since 1982. Think about that for a second. That, you know, we've had such unbelievable unknowns, so to speak, with everything going on in the States, and yet they're not as concerned about who takes the White House. They're more about the balance of power within the Congress and the Senate, and taxation levels and stimulus and all these other things. So, yeah, markets have been up and they're steady for the most part this morning, Melanie. And we'll actually get, you know, maybe a distraction with the monthly labor market statistics for October, which should continue to show a little bit of a bounce back from the pandemic lows for the job situation.
Okay, and that's coming out at 8:30, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's talk about the budget. Let's break it down a little bit, the provincial budget, and what's going on with it, what it really means.
Yeah, you know what? There was a little bit of something for everyone, I suppose, when you look at, you know, how much they have to be spending for pandemic relief. So there was this line item that was sort of designated as other, which, you know, added another $25 billion plus in spending. And that number just continues to go up. And it's not, you know, and that was the key takeaway from Finance Minister Rod Phillips. They don't know how much they're going to have to keep spending and when things will return to normal. That is the great unknown. So they've got a lot of wiggle room in their forecasting for the next couple of years. Bottom line, massive deficits, $38 billion for this year alone, $187 billion in spending. Some items for small business operators. They're reducing some of the tax levies. Big operators, big business getting tax breaks, or excuse me, subsidies on hydro rates in an effort to attract more manufacturing to the province. Yeah,
there's a lot of line items here, so we'll break that down a little bit further on. We did mention here earlier in the pack about GM and Unifor, and this, I don't know, did you predict this?
No, not at all. We live fairly close to the GM Oshawa plant here, and when they shut that down, that was a devastating blow to the city of Oshawa specifically. It's been shut down pretty much since late 2018, and now reopening with this contract agreement for Unifor. But at the end of the day, and look, that they have to bring in back all the manufacturing equipment that they took out of that plant. So we're looking at January of 2022, I believe, as the restart date. But pickup trucks have been massive sellers for General Motors and the Detroit 3 this summer. You drive around any of the dealership lots, and they don't have a lot of stock. And that's been a problem. You know, the dealers want to sell vehicles, but they don't have anything to sell. So General Motors sees this as an opportunity, and the fact that they're bringing back manufacturing jobs in the automotive sector. Ford's doing the same thing in Oakville, Fiat Chrysler in Brampton and Windsor. I mean, it's almost a renaissance a little bit here for the Canadian auto industry.